So for this video, we are going to talk about uncertainty and how exactly do you handle uncertainty. Because when things are kind of uncertain, it makes us feel anxious, and in our minds it feels very chaotic, and we're just hanging by a thread wanting to know that results. And sometimes this can be like a job application, this can be exam results, or this just can be some family events, or like right now, like what's going to happen in the future. And if you're not subscribed yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and of course the bell, and we will keep on talking. The 3 points that I want to talk about today are 1. Taking control, 2. is setting boundaries for yourself, and 3. is letting go of the burdens. So the first aspect is taking control. Actually, I don't know why, but whenever I say the word control, I keep thinking of that video game with that red hair girl. It's a pretty interesting concept with like the dreams and everything. But anyways, off topic, I thought it was the concept is nice. But anyways, when things are really uncertain, we have this tendency to really panic and go into like this fear mode when we're just trying to get hold of any form of security that we got. Because sometimes that security is what makes us feel safe and in control of the situation. But what we want to do is actually make our efforts active towards taking even more steps for us to even take more control of the situation. So for me, taking control really means doing what you can within your own abilities to gain more control of the situation. So if you're trying to apply for a job, this might mean polishing up your resume as much as you can, work on it, work on your interviewing skills, practicing those questions, and it's super nerve-wracking when you're with an interviewer and they just ask you to do things on the spot, those kind of things, and like working your best to talk to recruiters and try to create more connections. These are the things that you can do within your own abilities to gain control. So the first thing that you want to do in an uncertain situation is list out all the things that you can do that will have a positive impact on the situation. Because what we can't control is pretty much right now. We can't control the past, we can't control the future, but we can prepare for the future. But we want to list out all the things that we can do right now so that we have a sense of what are all the things that we can do to improve the situation. And also there is just something about like listing and writing things out that makes us feel like we're more in control of our thoughts, our emotions, and it kind of helps us solidifies our fears or maybe our strengths or weaknesses. The second aspect is setting boundaries. It's kind of like, imagine you have a little city and you are putting on all the castle walls and you are going to protect your city. That's right. So that is kind of like setting boundaries. And when we're talking about setting boundaries, this is really about like not letting your fears take over. What you want to do right now is take some time, write out all the thoughts that you have, but you can't control. Even those like really chaotic ones, just write everything down. List them out. Now you want to actively go through those lists and separate the things that you can control from the things that you can't control. Because if I am trying to control, let's say, the weather, or I'm just really anxious what if the weather doesn't turn out right? Then I can't control that. And I will feel really anxious and worrying about something that I can't control. And if I keep on doing that, then I might have health problems because I'm like worrying myself to sick. In those situations, I want to focus on the things that I can control. So if it's about the weather and I'm afraid that it's gonna rain, then I should bring an umbrella or have a backup plan. Those are the things that I can control, and I want to focus on those rather than worrying about if the weather's going to turn out right or not. Some of the other examples of things that we worry a little too much, but we actually have no control over, is the past. Because think about it, like how many times have we replayed different scenarios in our minds and thinking to ourselves, man, if I could just not be so embarrassing. if I can just not stutter or make that dumb joke and like make myself look dumb. Like those different things replay into our minds, and there's actually nothing that we can do about it. And these are the things that we can't control, but we're spending so much time and energy catering to it, thinking about it, and it's gonna eat us inside. The last part is learning to let go of the burdens. Because, let's face it, no one's a Superman or Superwoman that can do everything. We are only human beings. So it's healthy to understand what we can control and what we can't control, and then actively letting go of things that we can't control. Letting go can actually feel kind of scary sometimes because it's kind of like driving a car without holding the steering wheel. You're just letting the car run by itself. But it's actually not like that. It's more so like, let's say we have no control of other people's opinions. So we literally let go of our control of other people and think that we can actually control what they think. And when that happens, it's actually really freeing because what I do is my opinions, and that's what I'm going to focus on. What they believe, they can do, and I can't force them to think otherwise. So their responsibilities, I'll let them handle it, and I'm only going to focus on myself and what I can do. I won't worry about other people. So the simple logic here is, if you don't have control, then it's not your responsibility, and it's not your fault. And when it's not your fault, it's freeing because you don't have to do anything about it. Focus on the things that you do have control, and let all the things that are not supposed to be your burdens aside and just let them go. Then now you can actually go through your life feeling like you actually have a lot of things off your back. So that is it for this topic. I thought it was pretty interesting, like the aspect of control. So, and yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. And that's it, and I'll talk to you guys next time. So stay strong, healthy, and like, share, subscribe, comment, and that's it.